Sabaidi, hello everyone. Welcome back to Noise Kitchen. Today is on the menu is Mee Ka Tee. I did a survey on Facebook and Vicky, who put an option in here as Mee Ka Tee. You got it. And this dish is rich in calorie and rich in taste. So let's go through the ingredients. I got 3 pounds of ground pork here. You can ground it yourself or you can buy it ground. This is already grounded. And about 3 cups of pork skin that's already cooked and sliced. We have 8 eggs, about 2 cups of lightly crushed peanuts, roasted. And this is bean paste, about 2 cups here. And with the seasoning, we have about 2 tablespoons of chicken powder, 2 tablespoons of salt, and 1 tablespoon of MSG. You can omit if you want. About 6 little cubes of sugar palm. And we have 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. And to make it red, this is the red chili paste. You can make it yourself or you can buy it in the can. So we talked about the bean paste. So these are the main ingredients that is gonna go into the dish. With the broth, I use bones. It could be pork bones or chicken bones. I use the pork bones to make the broth. So once all these ingredients are put together, we're gonna put it into the soup, of course, the broth. One main ingredient that I told you was really rich is this coconut cream. So we're gonna go from here to my stove and let's take it over there. Okay, we are now frying the meat, the ground pork. Let's put it in here. I use coconut oil, with this being coconut related dish. Now that the meat is almost cooked, we're going to cook it again in the broth. So let's go ahead and season this. We'll go ahead and add the coconut cream, some there, right? And add some more in this broth. Add fish sauce. Here's my salt. Chicken flavoring, MSG. And let's go ahead and add the sugar palm in here. It will melt as we cook. Stir that in. Then we are going to add the red paste. Your meat is in clumps, so you don't want it to be too fine. You want to have some lumps of it. Add that in there, and let's go ahead and add in the red paste. Okay, now that we have the red paste in there, mix it up well. Let it cook for a little bit here. Then we're gonna pour them all into a broth. While we do that, let's go ahead and add all the other ingredients. This is the bean paste. That. As you can see here, and this is the roasted peanuts. Gives it that flavor. It's optional. You can mix them all in a pot here after you pour in a boil, or you can just mix it up in here. It's up to you. Okay. We are going to let this simmer or cook for about 5 minutes here, and then we'll pour it in the broth. Okay, now that we have it, all the ingredients, or mostly the ingredients are in the pot now, we're gonna let this cook on medium for about 10 to 15 minutes. But before we do that, let's add in the pork skin that we have. Add that in here. And what I have in the broth here is the lime leaf, of course. We have it here for flavoring. That's what I did the broth. So let's put this in here and let simmer for about 15 minutes. Let's do that, and we'll add the eggs and then we'll taste. All right, let's see. It's about 15 minutes and it's looking great. All the pork should be cooked. So now I'm gonna add the last ingredient, which is the eggs. And by the way, I wanted to share that the broth, the bone broth that you use, don't add any salt because the salt is in all the flavoring already. So we're gonna add the eggs. When you add the eggs, use your fork. Turn it a little higher and use your fork to break it up. This is what gives it, thickens it, or gives you that another egg flavor. As you can see here, I'm sure this is how they do the egg drop soup. Add this in here. Break it up. All right. So we're gonna let this cook for about another 5 minutes. Now that the eggs is in here, look at how it looks. This is my friend's Mee Ka Tee. Lao dish. You're using the rice stick with this. All right, so now that's done, we are gonna flavor it to make it tangy taste. This is a slice of lamb, freshly sliced, and don't leave it in too long. Maybe leave it in there for another 10 minutes and take it off before you serve, because it can get bitter, but what you're putting in there is to give the tanginess in there, and of course the look. Isn't that beautiful? All right, let's go on to the noodles now. This is one of the healthy ingredients with this Mee Ka Tee. Is the rice stick, but we're using organic Thai brown rice sticks. I got this from Costco. Yay to Costco. And you soak it first, just like any of your rice stick as well. You soak it, and then we're gonna go ahead and boil it, and the water is on now. It's not completely boiling yet. When that comes up, we're gonna boil that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start the sauteing to dress the noodles up to make sure that it doesn't stick together. Of course, let's go ahead and turn the stove on. This is the coconut oil that I use. There's that. Let's just use 3 tablespoons here because you want to make sure that it covers the noodles there. 3 full spoons. All right, so we have that. Onion slice. Saute that in the oil. Smells really good. Okay, that's all you need. It's just a couple minutes there. Turn it off already. And now we'll let that sit. We are going to, I think the water's hot already or boiling. We're gonna put this in here. All right, looks like this is about 2-3 minutes because you already pre-soaked it. It should be good, and you don't want to be too soft. Let's take it out and put it in here. Drain the water out. Right, once the noodle is drained, mix it up in this coconut oil and sliced green onion to give it the texture look, and also oil to keep it separated, doesn't stick together. All right, we're back and we are going to taste this Mee Ka Tee. The Mee Ka Tee has 3-4 components. We got the broth, we got the noodles, we got the vegetables, and here are the vegetables. We have the sliced banana blossom, cabbage, bean sprout, mint, and sliced lamb, and of course saute peppers and also chili peppers, and we got cilantro back here. All right, with that, and here is the noodles that we showed you earlier, and it's not sticking together. This is brown organic rice noodle, and we have this big pot of broth that's gonna feed about 10 to 15 people. So let me go ahead and make a bowl for you to see how we do this bowl. Here is the noodles put in here, and I'm gonna add the banana blossom here. I like that. And then bean sprouts, cabbage, and some mint. We can always add that more later. And here's cilantro. And now we are going to put the broth in. Mix it all up. Of course, before I eat, I am gonna squeeze some lime juice in here. And then always add peppers. I love extra peppers. All right, let's show you this. We have mixed it all up, and it looks like this. Like spaghetti with broth, right? We have all that. And we are going to taste, and with the tasting test, I brought Emily in with me to help me taste.
Hi, Spidey, everyone.
Come on, Emily.
Can't wait to try this.
Let's try it and see. Okay, I think I got your bowl here. All right, so let me see. Move that out of the way. It's really rich and good. Let's see. The broth is excellent, perfect.
Very creamy and rich.
Thank you, Emily. If Emily likes it, everybody should like it.
I'm a big foodie, so.
All right, let's see. Let's taste out the whole thing here. Tangy, rich pork skin. We're gonna continue eating this. Thank you for watching. If you like it, share it, and we'll come back to you with next video for the next time.